Hello. Alrighty. Hello, guys. Welcome back to episode 2 of Stoneblock. Um, as you can tell by the title, I will be trying to set up some early automation with the villagers that I have right here. I'm going to turn them into an archaeologist. I believe it's called a dimensionalist. Hey, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see here. That's not it. These ones. Okay. So we need to make an archaeologist that can brush dirt, dust, and mud and sand. And they will be able to give us the item that we're looking for is actually going to be arc wood from them. Geologist can brush gravel, soul sand, and crushed kiwi. Uses a salvaging table for the workstation, which that's going to be for like iron and all that other stuff. A dimensionalist can, so we won't need the dimensionalist for a little while. So I think I'm going to make 2 geologists and 1 archaeologist for now. I think that's what the plan is for today. In order to do that, we're going to need to make an unearther, which we're going to need a couple more amethysts, which I think we have plenty of somewhere in here. Yeah, right here. We're going to go ahead and turn those into a bunch of those. Now I just need to make some sand and smelt those down, which I kind of want to use that new thing that we got last episode. So let's go ahead and turn some of this into... I think I could do Shift K again. There we go. Now that should make things a little easier. So I just need to make one sand, double compressed sand, which is quite a bit of sand, actually. Go ahead and get this working. There we go. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and turn this into a bunch of sand. Just saves us some durability on our tools. Okay. So with this, we should try to use this jumbo furnace we made last time. I actually have no idea how it works, but I think if I can figure it out, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get some coal. Do I need to break down some? No, I mean, I got a little bit here. That's not too bad. Go ahead and put that in there. I don't know what it's doing. That took a long time for one piece of sand. Not gonna lie. Is this worth it? I'm not sure if this is worth it. Okay. We're not going to use that. Maybe if I figure out how to use it, it'll be better off a little later on. But for now, I think this is going to go a little faster. Yeah, I'm not too sure about why that's being that way. It doesn't seem that good. Okay. With that being said, we're going to need to make some of these tinted glass. There we go. That's 14. And then what did we need for the bottom? We needed polished deep slate, which I think we got some deep slate from the one area. Maybe. If I should have kept it. Yes, perfect. Polished deep slate, which polished deep slate I think is just this. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to turn these into slabs. All right, now we should be able to just do something like this and that, which will give us 2 unearthers, which is going to be how we set up early automation. This is important for us to be able to like use the villagers as basically workers for us and develop a bunch of resources, so that way we don't got to do a whole lot of work with that. It'll save us time in the long run. So let me make one more of those. Make sure we save as much amethyst as possible, because early game it's going to be kind of important. So we're going to go ahead and make another unearther. Now we have 3, 1 for each of our villagers. Now I need to make a pot. Let's see here. I need to make a decorative pot for one of the things, which is only 4 brick, which is kind of cheap. Perfect. And then in last video, my fiance said that the HUD was a little too small, so I'm going to go ahead and raise that. Maybe that'll help people see a little better. All right. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and make a decorative pot. There we go. And now I'm going to put one of the villagers back in here. Which, this is what I was saying I should have done last time. First. All right. Now place that pot down. It should turn him into an archaeologist. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and pick him back up. There we go. And I don't really need you anymore. Okay. So now we have an archaeologist. And now how do we get them to be I need a salvaging table to make them turn into that. So that requires amethyst dust, which we can get by making a cutting board and breaking it down with a hammer. So let's go ahead and make a cutting board, which, let's see here, cutting board. That's relatively cheap. Some just oak wood and sticks. Not too bad. Sticks. And we have plenty of oak wood from our little automation of wood that we set up last episode. Let's see here. Go ahead and do this. There we go. And we should be able to make a cutting board. Perfect. That's going to save us a good amount of time. I need the hammer in the offhand. Put this here. Okay. Oh, I did that backwards. I need the hammer here. And this here. There we go. Now we have some amethyst dust. For the salvaging table, we're going to need iron. We're going to need a smithing table. Okay, so let's... Do I have any iron on me? No, I do not. I need to go ahead and get some iron on me. There we go. All right. So, we need to make this. I'm going to bookmark that. And then from there, I should be able to just do it pretty easily. So, we're still missing this. So I got that now. Now we're missing the iron axe. I can't wait to get our... I can't wait to be able to make my inventory not look like crap anymore. It's just going to take a second. All right. Or just don't do that. That's also fine. There we go. All right. So we're going to put this here, and then I believe it is just deep slate here. What did I do wrong? Ah, right. The amethyst dust. There we go. Now we have our salvaging table. Now I should be able to put the villager here. And then this should give us the villagers that we need. So if I do this, put him there. Is he a geologist? He is. So I'm going to go ahead and pick him up and then place down the other one. He should then turn into a geologist. Perfect. Looks like we get another loopy, which is always useful. Especially if he gives us the chest, which I really hope you do. Please give me the crystal chest. I think it's a rare drop, or either that or I'm just getting extremely unlucky right now. Or maybe it unlocks better loot as the longer I play. I'm not sure how it really works. And I did not get the crystal chest, which is unfortunate, but it is okay. We will survive. Okay. All right. Now that we got that, go ahead and claim that money. Now we should be able to set up our little automation area. So let's go ahead and I think I want to do that over this way. But I'm going to need to fix our hammer up a little bit. I think I want to make an iron hammer here soon, since I have the materials. So the unearthers are 3x3 area size things. So we're going to need quite a bit of space here. So I'm going to just go ahead and make this space a little wide. Like so. All right. Now I should be able to just plop them down. Like one here, and one here. I'm not sure if that's too close together or not, but because they do need to have pipes leading into them and chests attached to the pipes. So with that being said, I'm going to clear my inventory out once again because my inventory just looks absolutely terrible. I only have one feather, which I guess we could get a bunch of chickens using the gateway portal that I bought from the store last episode. This thing right here. When this finishes, it actually spawns a bunch of enemies, but the penalty is an explosion of 2. I don't think I want to do that in this place, because this place is where I have a little bit of automation set up. But we shall see. Come on, creeper. I know you see me. Maybe. Thank you. All right. He dropped mysterious scrap. Okay. I don't know if I have a use for that just yet. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and make another one of those spikes. The spikes, that way it just kills a bunch of mobs for me, and I don't have to lift that much of a finger. So I just need 3 iron swords. I guess I should have gotten some sticks first. There we go. All right. So I need 3 iron swords. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I need an iron block. And then I go ahead and place this there. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. All right. Iron spike. Now, I think across from this, on this side, or maybe I should put it somewhere else. I don't want to make that area too congested now. Because eventually I want to expand this and make it, much more easy on the eyes, I guess. All right. So I guess I'll come down across from the chance cube area. We'll go ahead and put this room in. So I want to make sure I line it up. All right, there we go. So in here, this is where I'm going to set up the portal, and this should give us a bunch of animals, and then I can just exploit the animals for their resources like, us humans do anyway. All right. That should be good enough. Let's just expand it a little bit more this way on each one of these ends. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Now, I didn't bring any torches, which I guess is fine. All right. Go ahead and put you here. That way I don't get attacked. Break this, break this. Put this here. Put this here. Now I should be able to stand right here, and they should start running towards me and die. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and place... Not enough space. Okay, so maybe I need to make it a little bigger in here. Ow. All right, so maybe do this. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on this side and do the same thing. 1. Oops, it's broken. Okay. There we go. That's always unfortunate. I hate when that happens. So I'm just going to go ahead and place a block here and just break it. That way I don't got to worry about trying to fix all the little things. There we go. And then maybe it needs to be a little taller as well. So I guess I can come here and just break it a little bit up tall. There we go. Maybe this is what it was meaning, and not necessarily needs to be wider, just needs to be a little taller. I have not used this portal before, so this would be the first time, but I did watch a video of somebody speedrunning this game, and it was essential in order to get chickens so they can start using chickens to mass produce a bunch of resources for them as well, which I have not even messed with that either, so I will be learning that as I go. So let's go ahead and keep doing this. There we go. All right. Now let's see if that was enough. Oh, good Lord, my inventory is terrible. I guess I don't really need that right now, even though it's not going to do much for me at this moment. All right, let's carefully walk here, place that here, and now, there we go. Okay, now it is spawning a portal up there, and eventually it should spawn some mobs. There we go. Now, I don't even got to lift a finger. Okay, I got to turn down hostile mobs. That is loud. Turn that down to like right there. Turn that down. Music can be turned down a little bit. Blocks there. Friendly creatures there. All right, that should be much better. Come at me, zombies. Thank you. All right, wave 2 starting. I have my chicken soup. I need to eat that. I guess I should have... Oh, okay. All right, I did not think that through. Awesome. Oh no. Yeah, I did not think that through. Okay. That's great. I need to make a sword. I forgot to put half slabs down. That is totally my fault. All right. So I need to make a sword real quick. There we go. Oh, I just grabbed that sword. No. Okay. Thank you. What is this? Cracked gem of... let's not make that a habit. So let me place down these so that way they can't escape. Oh. Oh, okay. I got killed by a zombie. That was not no zombie. That was a spider. This is not a good look. I am doing terrible. Okay. Let's not die this time. Oh, it was a baby zombie. Okay, let me not die this time. You know, that'd be pretty nice not to die. I need to get these slabs placed down so they stop running like that. Oh god. I am doing terrible. Don't. Oh man. The wretched baby zombie is not taking very kindly to me. All right. Okay. I need to place down this stuff. And I think what happened was I made it a little too close. So they can spawn outside back there. But this should be better. I think I fixed the issue. Hopefully. Let me place this down here so they can't get out here either. There's a spider somewhere. Which I'm kind of afraid to open this back up because I don't want to die again. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm still missing... That's useful. I'm still missing this spider up here. Come on, buddy. No. Okay, break it. I swear I'm not this bad, okay? Let's make it a goal not to die again. That's my goal. I'd like to stop dying. No, I gotta kill. I gotta break it. It's killing everything. Okay. Well, that's a lot of loot, and now my inventory is completely trashed again. But now I can kill these chickens. That was the whole goal of that, is to get the chickens so that way I can make the better unearthers, so I can get or not unearthers, the better brushes. Oh, Lord. Okay, that was a long process and a lot of dying, which is unfortunate. Okay. No, I am not too sure on how to use that, but it's fine. Okay. Now that I have feathers, I should be able to put this here, put the feathers up top, and then like is it like this? There we go. Okay. Now I can make regular brushes. And I think I have one feather in here, so I can make one more. Okay. That took a little longer than it should have. Okay. There we go. Now I can come in here. I can place my geologist here. I can place this geologist here. And then I think I put the other one away somewhere. I better not have lost my other one. Oh, okay. He's right here. I need to place a torch in there. Otherwise, I think mobs are just gonna keep spawning. Okay. Press F7 because F7 is gonna help me see if there's any areas where mobs can spawn, which I don't want them to. There we go. There we go. Okay, there is a lot of loot down here. I'm gonna have to come pick this all up. All right. With this happening, I can put the brushes in here. I can break down a bunch of stuff, and then I can use these pipes to connect. So I need one up here. I need on each one of these. And then I'll need one down here on each one of these. And then I should be able to mass produce everything. And then I might need to make a wrench. I might need to make a wrench that way. Okay, good lord, this is still too loud. Music is way too loud. Okay. So let me take a look at my phone real quick. Sorry about this. Okay. Anyway, let me empty my inventory full of all this junk, which this might be pretty good. I can make bread with that. Maybe no, I didn't think so. Do this, make some bread, and then I can feed the villagers this bread, which will then increase their speed. But I don't want to do that just yet until I give them the items that I want them to work on. So the archaeologist, I'm going to want to give him a bunch of sand and then give him a little bit of dirt. I need him to get to level 5 so he can start giving me archwood, which once we get there, calibrated skulk center, interesting. Which once we get there, I will be able to then I had a brain fart. Once I get him to give me an archaeologist to give me the arc wood, then I will be able to have him give me the arc wood, which is for one of the quests coming up. Okay, I don't know why that took me so long to get that out. That isn't. I just had a major brain fart. Oh crap! What did he drop? Cognitive flux. That is actually going to be useful later on because it has some of the material that I can just create. All right. So let me go ahead and make a couple chests for them. That we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to leave that alone. We're not going to talk about that. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Yeah. But that's not what happened. Sheep, get out of here. Just don't call PETA on me. All right, and then we're gonna. That should have that suck the items, or we're gonna figure this out. All right. I think that's how we do it. I could have it backwards, which we will find out. All right. So now let me make a bunch of sand. So I'm gonna turn one. Let me make a little bit more of those actually. Right, Shift K and then Shift K again. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn some of this into gravel, which is not the hammer I need. I need this hammer. All right, so some of this into gravel. I'm gonna place 3 of those down and turn. Oh, actually, I should not do that. What I should do is only turn 2 of these into gravel. I mean, into sand, because only one of them is gonna be working on it. And I broke my hammer. And there we go. Now I can finally start using the iron hammer. There we go. So I'm going to have one of them, one of my... Ooh, actually, I didn't think that through. That's fine. I guess I need to get one more villager, which shouldn't be too difficult, but... Because I'd like one of them to work on dust, and then the other one work on sand. But I guess for now, I will just have one of them work on both, and then I will separate these into each one of their respective places. The only thing I need to do now is make a place where I can extract all the items for, which I think I need to do that in the, like, behind everything. So I think I'm going to open this up right here a little bit and then come to the back. There we go. And I'll go ahead and get this lit up so that way no mobs can spawn. And then I should be able to just grab the items from back here with a pipe, and then I can then pipe everything together nicely. All right. So go ahead and place some torches down here, here. There we go. And then I should be able to just put a pipe here, here, and here. And then they should pump all the items into this, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be. I'm still learning. But we are going to find out. All right, let me go ahead and empty my inventory just a little bit more. You need to go. I'm very sorry. Thank you. Okay. When did I get so many potatoes? Oh, I got to collect the loot before it despawns. I almost forgot. And it despawned. Okay, awesome. Never mind. I guess I don't need to collect anything. All right. So with all this set up, we're going to go ahead and go back to spawn using the little TVA looking portal from Marvel, and go ahead and talk to him because we have completed this stage. And all right. So now we unlocked a couple more of the masters of echoes. Now we can go ahead and go talk to them. And this is where we unlock chapter 1 of the quest line. So now we can talk to the magician, which is actually where the Arcwood's going to be used for once we get there. All right, magician. Alrighty. So this is what I was talking about earlier. And then we actually can buy some pretty cool things like, magic power spell and all this other stuff from him. But I don't think we're going to do that just yet. But that's the first villager we meet. And then as we traverse through the quest line, I believe we unlock a lot more. So now we go and talk to the machinist. There we are. And then we talk to him. Now he's pretty important as well because claim the entropy thing. But let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say. Alrighty, so he was talking about the train casing, which actually, instead of making all that, because it might take a little bit of time, and I don't really feel like doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy some. So just gonna go ahead and purchase it. There we go. I got the train casing right there, and now we should be able to complete the quest. Maybe not. Maybe I need to see first. Meet the machinist. Okay, so before I do that, I gotta make obsidian plates, which gives us a lava chicken, which I have yet to work with yet. And then we need to make brass and a brass casing. Alrighty. So this is the chapter 1, tier 1. We still need to talk to the quartermaster, which is actually when we start to make the first big upgrade. Which that's a major world upgrade, meaning it is required, and then the minor ones aren't required in the beginning, but they're always going to be useful to make it, and we're going to need to complete them anyway in order to make the in order to complete the pack. So I'm going to try to work through them in the best way possible by making the major ones and then working on this one as well. This one's going to be important for what I need later on. But let's go ahead and see if he has anything useful to buy just now, which I don't think anything here is what I need just yet, which is fine. All right, let's go ahead and find the last guy we need to talk to in order to start our next quest, which is not him. He should be the quartermaster. There it is. There we are. Now he is going to be the one that we want to talk to for quite a while in the beginning. He's pretty important, so we can go ahead and talk to him now. Well, it is a girl. I messed that up myself. Whoops. I can get a pet rock. I don't think I'm gonna need anything from here just yet. That might be subject to change, and soon we'll be able to buy chance cubes, which obviously I think I should open up a couple every episode, and I think that'll make it kind of fun and take chances. Now that I've talked to everybody, I can collect another calibrated scope sensor. Awesome. I love that for us. What about you? Can I get nothing? Apparently, I can't get anything. That's great. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the guidance. I think I should be able to buy a random furnace. I think I kind of want to gamble with it. Let's see if I can possibly get a good furnace. Let's see, a golden furnace. It could be worse. All right, let's go home. Let's head home now. And we need to make something called a metallurgic infuser. If I can turn off caps lock. All right, let's see here. Metallurgic. There we go. So we're going to need to make this. In order to get that, we need to make osmium. It just had to change. I need osmium. There we are. And in order to get osmium, we need to do it with gravel, which is why we're going to go ahead and set all this up now. All right, so we can place down this gold furnace because the gold furnace is actually going to be a little better than the iron. And then we can actually make early power with this, making a heat generator, this thing right here, which also requires osmium. All right. So I need to make one more chest, I believe. I think that's all I was missing for back there. And then I should be able to place it down. And then we're going to see if I did this right, which I really hope I did. Otherwise, I'll look like an idiot. All right, so I believe that, okay. I believe that I need the tops of this to be filled with the gravel or sand or whatever I want them to produce. So go ahead and do this. That should give us about a stack or so. All right, so since it's not going in here, then I think I just need to do it this way. There we go. And then this. So now that that's here, let's see if I do that. Will that? There we go. Okay, I did it right. Okay, awesome. All right, so now he is just going to keep doing this over and over again, which is great. So then I need to put that. Okay, I did that right. Let's go ahead and get these guys with a bunch of gravel. So put 2 here, and then I'll put the other 2 here. And now I'm going to want to feed them. So I'm going to want to split this evenly amongst them all. There we go. And then that gives them speed boost of 25% for 12 minutes, making them work just a little bit faster. Okay, so now they're going to keep producing everything that they need. And this is where I'm going to put tools in once I have more brushes for them. I can put like tools in here so they don't run out of that way they don't lose their durability and everything. But now we're going to have passive items just coming through here. We do need them to level up, which is going to take some time. So while they do that, I'm going to do the same thing as them and go ahead and start trying to just break them out a mass amount of items so we can get a bunch of items, a bunch of osmium and all that other stuff, all that fun stuff. Get all this out of my inventory. I'm not going to need it for right now. I should have killed one more chicken. Hopefully there's another one down here. Perfect. That way I can make myself one of the good brushes, which actually, can I buy the better one from them yet? Or am I not far enough yet? I don't think I'm far enough yet. Maybe it's the quartermaster? It is. And I am not there yet. Okay, so I think I need to complete their first quest. Okay, just go back home. All right. So while they do that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab as much cobblestone as I can. And that way I can just make a bunch. Oh, I got a cat. Well, good. That'll keep the creepers out of here. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I need my stick. Give me my iron stick. There it is. Oh, I have some osmium. Well, I might be able to make the metallurgic infusion now. Do I have some redstone? I sure do. I just need some of that. I completely forgot I had that. Well, that actually makes it a little easier. So we're going to go ahead and make a metallurgic infuser, which I should just be able to do this. No, I need my iron. There we go. Now I should be able to just make the infuser. There we go. That is important. But now I still need to make early power, which I'm going to do that using this. Let's see here. Can I just... So I need wood. I need my wood. We can just do that. Oh, did their axes break? Okay, I need to make some more axes as well. I have plenty of sticks. I'm not going to waste my valuable resources on sticks. So just go ahead and... I only need 2 axes. There we go. All right. Give them axes back. That way they continue to produce wood for us, which I'm not looking like I'm struggling on that at any time soon. All right. So now I need to make a heat generator. So I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need my copper. Go ahead and do this. All right. Now with this, I should be able to... Where's that intro? There we go. All right. Where did my stone hammer go? I need to repair this. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to just break this out a little bit. All right. Break this out just a little bit. Trying not to make this look ugly. I'd like to make things look all nice and neat, but I'm not the best when it comes to management in terms of style. So we're gonna make it work with what we got. But the heat generator is going to be a good source of early generation, like early power generation. Probably should make more than one. And then am I able to make the energy pipes? I'm not sure what they're actually called. They might be called something different. Maybe I should just type at mechanism. No, okay, right here, universal cable, steel. Okay, so I do need to make steel before I can make those energy pipes, which at least once I get the energy pipes, it'll be a little better for me. So in order to make this work, we're going to need to do this, which I'm going to need to place you here. I'm going to need to place you here since this doesn't have a, I'm drawing a brain fart. I don't have the pipe connected to this part. So this is the only area it can produce power from, which is why I need that there. I can place a piece of cobblestone here and then use this to make lava. And then I can break you and you again, and then turn that into lava, which should then produce some sort of lava here. Perfect. Okay, now that is making power, giving power to this. Now with the metallurgic infuser, we need to make steel. In order to make steel, I believe we're going to need, not dark steel, where's it at? I am blind. Why can't I see it? There it is. Okay. That's black steel. There it is. Good Lord. I'll get it together one day. All right. In order to make steel, we need to use the metallurgic infuser. Why am I not seeing it here? Steel dust. Okay. Enriched iron and coal. In order to make enriched iron, you need coal. So we need a bunch of coal. So I'm going to need to get a lot of coal, which I think hopefully he already ran through all the sand. That was fast. That was actually extremely fast. Just do this. Give him some sand to work with. Okay. There we go. Okay, this should be enough sand for you, bro, for a little while. Can't have you slacking on your job. And then I can turn these into some gravel for them. That way they don't run out of things to do. That was all the gravel I had. Okay, so apparently a double compressor is not giving me nearly as much as I thought it did. But that's fine. I could just do this to make more and give him some more. Okay. So now they should be leveling up, which he's already level 2. And so are they, which is good. As long as they're in here, they passively just level up. But that's giving us a lot of resources, which that gives us some coal, which is what we're going to need in order to make the enriched iron. So now I just need to go ahead and turn this into full-size coal, which it's not working for some reason, but just, I guess, fine. Just go ahead and do it the way I did it last time. And then I can just evenly balance it, make a bunch of coal. All right, so now we're going to come over here, put the coal in there, and that's going to build up some carbon. Then with that, we can put this in here, and that'll start making the enriched iron that we're going to need in order to make the steel. Which I think I probably should upgrade the size of the storage, since I think these are going to start getting full pretty quickly, especially these gravel guys. So let me go ahead and grab a double chest. I was kind of hoping the bee would drop the crystal chest so I can use it for the output for those, but it's okay. Or maybe, honestly, might be able to make an upgrade and turn them into iron chests, and that'll save me some time. So I need to do from wood to iron. I think I could do that. I can just go ahead and put some coal into there and then grab the iron out of here, and I think I could turn these all into iron chests in the back, which will be pretty useful. And I can just do Shift K. There we go. That gives us a little over a stack of iron. Wow. That is useful. So go ahead and put this in here. And then, see, that's already way quicker than a normal furnace. Much more worth my time. I still don't understand why this jumbo furnace wasn't very good. It seems kind of silly to have to me. All right. Mechanism. So this is what we need. And then infused alloy, steel casing, then goes into the crusher and all this other stuff, and so on and so forth. All right. Enriched iron. So we have some carbon left over. So now we can put that in there. And now we're finally going to get some steel, which is what we're going to need in order to complete this quest. The first quest here, which I need to make this. In order to make this, I need this. So I need to get a bucket of lava, which I should have enough iron. Right here. I know I already made a bucket before, but it doesn't hurt to have another one. So I'll go ahead and just do this and pick that up. All right, and now we need to make... You know what? Actually, this might be a good time to make the foundry setup. The foundry is going to be used to make the plates that we're going to need. I just don't remember where it starts out at. General Tech, maybe? Is it General Tech? Maybe not. Oh, yeah, right here, the foundry. Okay. We're going to need to make fire clay, which is just sand and clay, which over here we did get plenty of. Right there. So I'm going to grab that. All right, are they level 3 yet? Not quite. They are still producing quite a lot of resources. So now we're going to go ahead and make the fire sand. And we're going to need to smelt that down in order to give us what we want. All right, so just spread that out evenly. 40 fire clay, and then now we just smelt this down, if I'm not mistaken, and give us fire bricks. So go ahead and get that working. And there we go, fire bricks. So I think we need quite a bit of them. So 4 brick equals 4 blocks. And we need 21 blocks, so we're going to need at least 21 bricks for that. And then we're going to need these, which requires a couple of fire bricks and copper. So we're going to need to make some more copper, which I think we should have plenty over here. I need my bread. There we go. There we go. So I come over here. Gonna need some more copper. There we go. And now that should give us quite a bit of it. Now I can go ahead and get this into the smelter to start working. Okay. Now we're gonna come over here. Now we got some steel dust. With the steel dust, once this is done, I'll go ahead and throw that steel dust into it. And we'll go ahead and see if we can claim any. Oh, that gives us quite a bit of bricks, actually. So that's actually very useful. All right, so now we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to make that many of that. We're going to need a couple buckets, it seems. Maybe, I think we need 9 buckets, actually. So let's go ahead and... Oop, I only need 7. Okay. There we go. Okay. That should be enough buckets. No, I need 9. Special. There we go. 9. 9 buckets. And let's go ahead and get this steel working so we can... Some steel. Okay. Now we need to put fire bricks on the bottom, these up top, and the buckets in the center. That'll give us 1. Oh boy. I still don't think that's only 4 more. That's not enough at all. Okay. Okie dokie. So I still need a good handful more. But now I got some steel. Quest completed. Now I should be able to claim you. I was hoping for some bricks, but that did not give me them, which is fine. It's okay. All right, steel. We can claim you, and now we're gonna need to make some steel casing, which is 4 steel, glass, and osmium. I'll go ahead and bookmark that. Okay, I need more coal, which we should have plenty of over here. There we go. They're almost level 3, which is when we're going to start getting even more ore, which is why we definitely need to upgrade the storage here soon. Otherwise, we might be in trouble. So let's go ahead and do this. And then I can just put this in here like that. Just balance the grid. Oops. Balance the grid. That gives us 24 more coal. All right. Put 12 coal in here. Get not iron. I needed more of you working, which I'm going to need some more of over here. He's not producing nearly as much as I'd like him to, but as he levels up, he'll start producing a lot more. And then eventually I'm going to like try to make a good handful of them and like stack them, make it like a worker skyscraper type thing. But we'll get there when we get there. All right. So that's 3 more. So then we'll just need 5 more copper, and then we should have enough for what we need. There we go. All right. Yeah, we just need 1 more. And there we go. Perfect. We had the exact amount that we needed. That is wonderful. There we go. All right. Now we have that. Now it looks like we need more fire bricks, which is fine. All we got to do is place that down, break it, do it 2 more times, break this, do it with the dirt, break it. There we go. Now we got plenty of sand. Turn that into sand. Now we can make more fire bricks. There we go. Just even it out. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and throw these fire bricks in there. Start making some more of those. And now we're going to need to make the controller, which is a furnace, which needs smooth stone. Or actually, I think I got a free one. Yeah, perfect. So I don't need to make that. That saves us some time. So we put this here and surround it like this. That makes the controller. And we're going to need the basin. Not a basin, sorry. We're going to need to make a tank, which is that with a circle in it. That makes the drain, and I think I need glass for the other one. I got a dirt chest. Not the chest I was asking for, buddy. But you know what? I appreciate it. Can you drop the chest, please? Or not? That's fine too. You just like to make my job hard, don't you? Very, very thoughtful of you. All right. Okay, so we have the drain, we have the controller. We're going to need to make a stand, which I think we don't. I think we're going to need even more of these bricks. So we need more clay, which isn't too bad. They're all finished. I'm going to need to give them a lot more stuff to do. Crap. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're all good. There we go. Even it out and make a bunch more bricks. That should be enough, I want to say. Hopefully. I think I need a piece of glass, which I have one right here. And then this should be enough to make a tank. Once I get 8, I need one more. There we go. Okay. Put this in here and then glass. That goes to the tank. Okay. Now that we have that, I want to find a space to put it down. So I think I'm going to just bust out this wall, open up a little bit more space here. Oh, great. Why'd I do it like that? There we go. Bust it out. All right. Now I should be able to just do something like this. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine, I guess. I'll just place it down again. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to want to actually build the ceiling up a little bit. More than that, actually. Do something like this. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, this should be fine. Okay, so now we're going to place down everything that we just made, which I think I'm going to need to make a drain. So I'm going to need 3 more, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right, bam, 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 da, da, and da, da, da. So this is kind of similar if you've ever played with Tinker's Construct. This is going to be almost identical to that, which is nice. Makes it nice and coherent, at least for me, since I've already worked with Tinker's Construct, which I really enjoyed that mod. This is a long time ago, though. There we go. All right. Now, essentially, this is a functional one. Doesn't hold a lot of stuff in it yet. There we go. And I think I'm going to just place a torch down just in case mobs decide to spawn. All right. Now it should be active. I don't want the cobblestone in there. And now in order to power it, we're going to need some lava. So we're going to use this and just make lava right there. And then we can just fill it up real quick. There we go. Nice and full. And I'll just replace it there and then just turn it back into stone. All right. Now that it's powered, we should be able to put obsidian in here. Now, the way we can do that is the more tricky part. I need 3 diamonds, which I think I only have 2 right now. That way I can make a diamond pickaxe. But I think there might be an easier way for me to do that, but I'm honestly not too sure. I think it's like something like putting water in the drain or something. And then I can put lava in the drain. Is this how I do it? It is. Okay. I figured it out. Now I have some molten obsidian. Awesome. Okay. That saves some time. I don't need the diamonds now. Okay. So with this molten obsidian, I actually need to put some steel in here. And that steel is then going to be able to be made into a plate. But I need to make a plate forced first. So in order to do that, I'm just going to look at plate. And then I'm going to look for one of these. I think I need to make an iron one, which I'm going to need to make this hammer. So I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this hammer to make it a little easier to craft it. And I'm going to come over here, make this hammer. And I can do this and put this in here to make a plate. So now with this plate, I can go over here, put it into here, and I need to make that drain that I talked about earlier, which I believe is like a bucket recipe. It sure is. The foundry tap. All right, now I should be able to do... I should be... Ow. Where'd it go? Give me that. Why are you being like this? Thank you. I guess I'll just move you out of there, and it picked it up. No, don't you dare. Put this here. Does it have my blood in there? It does. That's great. Okay. Put the steel on the bottom, and then this should turn it into... Was that enough steel? That was not enough steel. Awesome. I need more steel. It's okay. We're going to get it filled with some steel. Gonna fill it up with some steel. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to put this at the bottom. Hopefully that should be enough, which it was. And now that it's cooled, it uses up the iron, but that's fine. Now I can actually put this obsidian on the bottom and then turn that into obsidian plates. There we go. That should complete one of the quests for this, which gives us a lava chicken and a lot of food, which is going to be extremely useful. In order to make this, not that casing, gonna need to make brass. In order to make brass, we can actually use this foundry, and how we make it is with copper and zinc, which I don't know if this is producing zinc yet, but hopefully it is. I got copper. Is it zinc? Perfect, right here. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and now instead of using our furnace, we can actually just go ahead and put this straight into here, and then it'll start smelting it down for us. Now I just need to get some more copper. So let me get this out of my inventory because my inventory is starting to look pretty bad. I don't think I have any more copper anywhere. I do not, which is totally fine. Let me just empty some of my inventory. There we go. And I can go ahead and put this in here. And then that should turn that into brass, which I will need to make another ingot for. So I think I'm going to need more coal. And then I'm going to need more steel. So let's go ahead, come over here. Put some of this into here. You know, just might as well put it all in because I'm going to need to make some more steel anyway. And then I can pick that up, put an ingot there, and then that should be able to be used to make ingots. Generating resources, lava chicken. Okay, so the lava and water chickens are craftable tier 2 chickens. These chickens can be used to get some tier 2 souls, which means tier 2 seeds. Okay. Not too sure how to work with this chicken thing. I'm sure it's going to be extremely useful once I get there. But we're not there yet. So, yeah. So I take the steel dust and just put the steel dust right into here to make more steel. And then I'll go ahead and put this iron ingot here. And then I believe I put it on the bottom, which I did. So I'm going to go ahead. And that was just enough. Okay, so now I can take this molten brass and turn it into an ingot, which is what I need. And then I need to put down a log, which I have plenty of. Put the log down. And then I can press the brass onto it, I thought. Maybe. Oh, it needs to be stripped. So I need to use an axe on it first, which I need to make one, which is fine. There we go. And now I can strip it and coat it. There we go. And now that quest is complete. And now give me something that's actually kind of good. That's kind of good. I want to say, I mean, I don't know how to use that, but that is expensive to make because it requires this. I guess it's not terribly expensive, but I'm not too sure how to use this. I believe it's like a pocket dimension, I want to say. I can explore that in the future once we get there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at general tech. So we can claim $2 more. We can claim that and that. There we go. And then mob melting, molten meat, molten ender, molten emerald, molten amethyst, honey, and molten blaze. Just claim all that. Okay. So now that we have that, our next course of action should be to make this. Which I need this first, and then I'll copy that. So I need some coal, which I graciously have some right here. There we go. Combine that with that so it doesn't take up as much space. There we go. So now I really need to give them some more things to do. But I just need to keep working on some other things first. So now that I have these casts, that's useful. I am terrible with inventory management, as you guys can tell. Not the greatest with it, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. What do I need to do now? So I got this working. I have some early automation there. Got plenty of wood working. I need to then make that. Okay, so I need to get the clay, which actually I should just have everything. I think I just need to make some lava buckets, which just, bam, pick that up. And then I should be able to just put it in here and make some. There we go. And now I'll need to make some of this, and then like that, like this. Then I can turn these into the sideways ones, and then I need to make the item or not. Where is it? Am I blind? Okay, I didn't see that there, but that's fine. Now I got that. Which then I can do this. I got an infinity hammer. I can't even use that. I don't have any power yet like that. Or biofuel. I mean, I'm going to take it. Don't get me wrong. But I can't really do much with it at the moment. But that's a whole crafting recipe in itself. Pink slime. And I mean, it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Well, we got that out of the way. So now we need to make these steel right here. So we need steel plates, which actually is going to be much cheaper with this. I don't know if it's still 1 ingot or if it's 3. It is 1 ingot. So that is much cheaper to make steel ingots through there than it is the other way around, which is good. Let me make some more steel. I'm going to make 5 more steel, put it into. I don't want the stick. Thank you, though. You're kind of useless to me. All right. While this is happening, we didn't complete any major ones yet, did we? Oh, I should return to the quartermaster. Okay. So let's go ahead and go talk to the quartermaster. So we need to go to spawn first. Now we can go to the quartermaster and listen to what she has to say. All right, so now we need to make these world engine machine blocks. But we also unlocked all of this, which is exactly what I've been waiting for, because now I can buy some of these, which is going to be very, very useful coming up here soon. We can also buy lockpicks if we want to go exploring into some of the dungeons that are a little further out. But for now, I just wanted to get these, which my inventory is still looking pretty bad. Let's see here. I don't want that. Bless me. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to home. And we're going to put one of each of these in here. So that way when these brushes break, they will just get the unbreaking ones and they're going to last for a lot longer. Okay, let's go ahead and make the thing that I said I was going to make way earlier in the video, which was upgrading the chest storage to a little bit bigger, which I think is just this, surrounded by this. It is. That's pretty pricey, not going to lie. But it's fine, it's necessary. Makes it just that much bigger. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start making more gravel and everything for everyone so they can continue to level up, because that's exactly what I need. Because once they level up past the point, they don't make these stupid small coals anymore, and instead it's going to make the big coals, which saves one extra step along the way, which will be useful. So now that we have the syringed iron, we're going to go ahead and do that, turn that into steel. And let's go ahead and grab a bunch of this cobblestone, which you'd think I'd have a lot more. I mean, I have quite a bit, but you'd think I'd have more. All right, turn that into double compressed, which will save me some durability on my tools. Okay, so I need to make... So for 2 of those, and then 3 of these, plus this to gravel. So I'll turn this into sand. There we go. Turn that into sand. Give him the sand again. All right, and then I'll turn these and this into gravel, and then split them evenly amongst both of them. All right, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and now they're all working again. Perfect. Producing a bunch of materials. They're about to turn to level 3, and we need him to get to level 4 or 5, I think, in order to start making what we want it to. It's just going to take a second for him to keep doing this. So while they continue that, I think we should have the steel. Go ahead and put the steel back into here. Alrighty. Perfect. Okay. So now with that, they should start making a bunch more iron for me, which I'm going to go ahead and take out, because iron's going to be extraordinarily useful. Which eventually I can actually separate all of this stuff into storage containers, so that way they can hold their respective things in a bunch of it instead of taking up a bunch of chest space. I can actually just like link up all these pipes into like a big controlled system. I'm just not quite there yet. I think I might be able to purchase them from the shop though, which might be kind of cool. All right, now that I have that, let's go ahead and make, I think 2 more is what all I'm gonna need for now. Although I could upgrade my storage and make them a little bit bigger, which I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think, okay. So that noise means that they leveled up, and now they're gonna start producing some different materials, which lapis. They're gonna start producing lapis, and then he will start producing something real soon as well. If I just wait a second. Oh, and diamonds. Okay, I did not realize that he makes diamonds now as well. Okay, so now he's going to start producing silver. Or, no, he already was. Does he produce anything different at level 3? I mean, maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure, honestly. Osmium, we have plenty of that now. They're still making only tiny coal, which is fine, I guess. But he's producing diamonds and big coal. There we go. So now I don't think he produces any little coal anymore. I think he only produces big coal. So that's going to prevent this step of, having to turn this into that coal, which is kind of nice. Saves me an extra step. There we go. Turn that back into here and start making a bunch of iron because we're going to need it. All right. Now all of the steel should be here. What was I going to need the steel for again? I need a world engine to make these, not pressurizers, not storage controllers. Actually, I do need the storage controller, but that requires power. Okay, I'm not quite there yet then, which is fine, but I do need to make electrum ingots, which, how do I get electrum, you're asking, is gold and redstone, or silver and gold, which I think silver and gold might be more plausible. I think I have quite a bit of silver in here. Yes, I do. I have silver, and then gold I don't think I have that much of, but I don't need a whole lot. I think I only need enough for 8 wires in order to make what I'm going to need it to make, which actually I should just give him this so that way he can produce some of this material that I need, which will be nice. Okay. Okay. We need to make what was it again? I'm drawing a brain fart. Oh, electrum. Okay, good lord. I was trying to think. All right, let's turn that into this. Then I have that. I can put you in here, start making some silver, and then I can put the gold. Put some gold in here. I think 4 should be fine. With a silver, which I'll need more silver. I think it's equal parts. There we go. Gold, zinc, and electrum. There we go. Now I can put... Oh, actually, I do need them to be plates. And then I need to put down a stone cutter, and then I need to cut it, which I should have... I should have picked up some stone cutters earlier last episode. Perfect right here. We're going to go ahead. I might as well just plop this down right there. So I'll put this electrum on the bottom. And then I need 8 of them. And okay. All right, now I should be able to put this in here and turn them all into electrum wires. There we go. In order to craft that, I need 2 per, and that gives us 16, so I need 4. I need 8, 4 of those, and I need to make some of this, which is only redstone and some osmium, which should be pretty cheap, in hindsight, you know. So nothing too bad. Which I can go ahead and grab some osmium here. Which, now that we're making diamonds, that's not osmium. Now that we're making diamonds, I should be able to get like a diamond hammer soon instead of using this the stone one here. It only mines a 3x3x1. If I look up the diamond one, let's see how big of a one that will make. That one makes a 3x3x1. Oh, that's right. I need to do the impact hammer. That's what increases the size. That's 3x3x3. But in order to do that, I need a lot more for that, because you need to buy it from the Echo Shop, from the machinist. I'm not close to that yet. Not as close as I thought, at least, which is fine. There's some silver. I'll need to grab some coal, but she should have some coal in here. There we go. Okay, yeah, now we're making a lot of coal here. A lot better. Go ahead and put this up here. Now we're getting some osmium. All right, so now we need to go ahead, come over here. Since this is empty, I'm going to go ahead and put in 16. Yeah, that looks good. And then put all these in here. That'll start making those conduits that we're going to need. And so the last thing we're going to need is these machine things, which we're going to need a bunch of steel plates for, which I have a couple steel in here. Okay, so it looks like he just broke his, which is fine because now they have the unbreaking ones. See, this is much cheaper because with the crap. Okay, because with the other one, it's gonna last much longer, which is very useful. Okay. After we make a couple of these, I'm going to need to make more. I'm going to need to make a lot more of steel, which is why it'd be useful to get more of those. That way I can make another one of these, which I guess I can technically do that now. So we just need to make another one of these. So I just need osmium, which I just put some in here. And then I need my cobblestone. There it is. All right. Balance it. I'm just going to make 4 of those. And now I should be able to just make one of these. And then I want to make a couple of these. So I need more copper. So then copper's over here in this guy. Oh, so he just got that. So we need to start making gold and redstone now. Do this. Let's go ahead and smelt some of this copper down. I think I only need 2 to make another one of these. Perfect. Now I should be able to use my entropy thing. Do this and this. I guess I shouldn't really have put that there. Do I have my bucket on me? I do not. I think my bucket is somewhere in here. Let me find my bucket. There it is. Okay. I'm just going to pick this up and then place it down here. And now these can be lava logged, which I guess I didn't do that the first time. So I just need to do something like that, and then it'll start producing even more energy. And then I can turn you into lava. Oops. There we go. And then I think that's all I can do for now. All right. So now that's producing that. So, okay. Now we can double the speed of the way we do things. So we can put 13 in here and then do 13 here. And then once that's done, I'll be able to put everything from here into here. I wonder if I can just make it so it moves output, and then I can make this input so it does it auto. So the blue so I need to put the light blue into here, into the dark red. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. I'm going to be real with you. Input, output. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing this right. That's fine. That's fine. I'll do it the manual way. It's fine. So now that's producing that. There we go. Now we're making more steel. Then we can put the steel back into here to make more plates. And then we're going to need to make a good handful of of these, and we need 8 of these. So we need 8 times 4. We need 32 steel plates, and I have 4. I think we got a little ways to go. I don't know about you. So I'm going to need a lot more coal. You're done. Oh, boy. I need to give him a lot more stuff. Give me the coal. Give me the coal. Okay. Huh? Wandering trader, are you worth my time? A mysterious cube is kind of good, but honestly, I don't have a use for it just yet. The player heads don't really have a use for at this time. Delightful dirt, that actually might be pretty good. Do I have any ectoplasm though? If I do, I will purchase it, but I don't know if I have any ectoplasm. I do not. So you were kind of useless to me right now. Which isn't, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's also not the worst. All right. Put all the steel into here to smelt that down so I can start turning it into the stuff that I'm going to need. Give me some more steel. All right. Go ahead and start making more plates. There we go. All right, how many more do I have? I have 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I still need... Hold on, I need 32, so I still need quite a bit. I'm still not there yet, which is fine. While I do that, I think I need to... I'm just going to go ahead and shove the materials in here for a second. And I'm going to just make an atomic crap ton of materials for these guys to use. Because he's done with his as well, which is unfortunate. Are you level 5 yet? Or 4 or whatever? No. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll do this and this. And that should be enough. So we'll do 2 per villager. So 1, 2. There we go. Go ahead and do this. All right, so we're going to save 4 of these for those guys. Then I'll turn you into dirt. And I think I just do this. All right, that should give him some more material to work with. And now I'm going to make some dirt, because I think he's going to be at the level that I need him to be by then, hopefully at least. All right, so now that I have the gravel, I'll just go ahead and do this and this. That should give me a pretty even amount. So 1, 2, there and there. Then all of this. Now they all have some stuff to work with. Looks like he's about to be level 3, which I'm at 4, which I don't know what they get at level 4, but I am interested to see. Because this is the first time I'm really using those guys. I've only used him, which I guess I have been level 5 before, but I don't remember what you can get. But I know the higher the level, the better, obviously. So that's all that matters, really. All right. So I guess I can make some more iron. Get that put into the wonderful thing. So let's see how much I get. A little over 2 stacks of iron, which is pretty darn good. So let me go ahead and get you put in here, which I guess I should have grabbed the coal while I was there. It's kind of silly of me not to do that. Grab the coal. There we go. Guess I am just absorbing all the coal that they produce because I do not have much. So I just put some coal in there. There we go. Just start producing some more of that. All right. That's a lot more steel. I think I should have enough steel now. I do have a block of it in there, and I already have 18. So then I'll need the copper. I'll also need my electrum wires, which I got right here. I'll need these. All right, I think I'm just about ready to make the first upgrade, and then after I think I make the first upgrade, I will end off this for this second episode, because I think we've been in here for quite a while now, and I don't want to drag it on at all. There we go. We are at 23, 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29. Do I have enough? Yeah. 30, 31, and 32. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to come over. Actually, we could just do it in here. Do this, and then this. Okay. Balance it. There we go. And now I have all 8 of those. So I have that, 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 and that. I'm missing something. What am I missing? I need 4 of those. Okay, okay. I have 1. I just need some more. I don't know if I have enough, actually. That's unfortunate. I think I'm going to need to make more of these crystal things. Actually, maybe not. I think I actually have just enough. I do. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so now we're going to go to the world engine, which is to be the first time I'm using it, I believe. This is the world engine. We have creative flight here, and this is basically what we're going to be wanting to work towards. And once we completely fix this, which it's essential to fix it, otherwise you cannot craft some items later on. So we're going to go ahead and add the 8 of these, 8 of these. We only need 4 and 4, and then it should... I wonder if it has to be in the specific order. Maybe? Does it need power? It might need power. It does. It does need power. Okay. So I think what I can do is go to the world engine. Wait, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. Spawn. I should be able to go to the machinist and purchase power. There we go. Go ahead and purchase you. Now I'm going to go to the world engine. And then put down this. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Now it is crafting the world engine blocks. Oh, wait, I completely forgot. I got to do the lucky blocks. All right, there we go. Now, with that done, give me, please, 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 give me something good. I hate you. It's not what I wanted, man. All right, let me go talk to the machinist. All right. Spawn. Put those in there. Go to the machinist. Hey, buddy. He is not who I wanted to talk to. I think it's him. It's the machinist. I thought that's who I went. A quartermaster. Okay. There we go. Now that I talked to the quartermaster, I can go to the guidance. No, I can't. I can open my quest book. There it is. Okay. $15, and then I should be able to do this. And it's going to do this little cutscene, and it shows you placing all the blocks. And then this is the first upgrade done. Which is beautiful. There we go. The first upgrade of the world engine is complete. Now we can go. Now we have to complete the next thing, which we're waiting for. I think it tells me what level they get it at. Level up to expert or master. Okay, so level 4, which I think he actually should be that level, if I'm not mistaken. He is now level 4. So after he completes all of this, which he's now making uranium, he should be getting close to giving me the saplings that I need. Oh, and now he is now making emeralds and a lot more coal. This is perfect. Okay. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap up episode 2. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get better at talking and go about all this, up recording and uploading and everything. But as I go, hopefully the quality will get a little better. Hopefully I get a little better at all of this. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button. And maybe subscribe if you want to see more of this content. I will be trying to upload at a regular schedule. I think I want to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for now. And then maybe if further on, if I get more invested and I enjoy it a lot, I might do a little more per week, but we'll see. I want to start off without trying to burn myself out, working a full-time job and all this other stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.